Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go ahead over Solana and try to determine what's going on with this because Solana's had a really nice reaction right there from $8 all the way up to 24. Looks like what was that peak up there? Yeah, 24, 200% move. And is it going to be a bounce? That's the whole thing. Is that, I was concerned with doing a bounce, but now you have to start going, okay, is it in a bullish sequence? Third wave dump there, back up, and then a dump right there. So more than likely, it is probably could have ended something right there, guys. A really good shot that could have happened. Here's the thing with Solana, okay? So now it's going to depend on Bitcoin. It's at like 21, 22. Now, if you see it get down to like 18.5, $18.50, it's probably all bets are off. But to me, just with this wave sequence that it's doing is you don't want to see it too long in this area, It could consolidate for a while and then shoot back up. But that's looking like a nice correction. Now, looking at Solana and its wave sequence that came off here, and there's this third wave peak right there, okay? But the issue, this is actually a bullish issue. It's actually good for the asset, is that this wave is too short for that wave and for this wave. You can't say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So here's your wave 1, here's a 2. This has to be another wave 1. So it could be in the process of in a fourth wave. So more than likely with Solana, it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then maybe up for a 5 like that, guys. Okay, let me put a smaller sequence in there, like so. So that would be a 1, 2, 3, and then up for a 5 for that 3, and then maybe another 4 over here, and then another 5, something like that. These are just general targets. I don't have like any idea. If it's a conventional move, it can go a lot higher. Like still that's going to be like 30, as high as 34, maybe 38, but it's going to remain to be seen what's going to be going on with Bitcoin. So let me go over Bitcoin, guys. I'm looking at Bitcoin, and now where's the other chart that I have? On Bitcoin's chart. So here's the deal with Bitcoin. If this wave busts 21K, then it could have finished something over here. Okay. I don't think so. But if it stays right in that area, then you have two choices with Bitcoin. It's going to come down into a diagonal. Okay. So 1, 2, let me put that back. 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. Or it's going to dump into a wave 3 to 1.618 at 20, and they can go all the way down here to that area too. Okay. So you want to be aware of that. And then, so that means, so it's 1.618, you have a fourth wave bounce, and then back down 2.27 on that fifth wave to down to 19.8. Just don't know yet. I'm just waiting to see how the Bitcoin's going to play this out with its sequence. Just the way it's moving in this wave, and then over here, this second wave should take some time. It's correcting up, and then it just remains to be seen what's going to happen. So this could take some time. So with Solana, it might hang out in that area. It is making some bullish divergence right now off of that wave. Okay, I think it made a flat too, guys. So you can see here's the third wave dump. It's bouncing up. So it's probably doing kind of the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe back down to these areas like 19, back down to 19, looking at it. That was probably it, a three wave, and then this whole section right here, 1, and then 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. So it could be have a lot more time to make its wave in there, guys, is what I'm thinking. So, but looking at the overall picture of it with Solana looks really bullish. I don't think it's done yet, guys, just because of that third wave peak right there on the 8-hour chart. You can see 12-hour chart, the third wave peak right there. It's taken it out really nice. It came back down there. That's a hidden bullish divergence. Even though it's that high, this can still rip up. So you have a choice. Back up one more, back down, and up maybe a little bit more. And then at some point, it'll make that divergence. So maybe up a little bit more. Okay. And it can make another wave and get back down below that and then make another wave again and then still have bullish divergence. That's what I'd be checking out with Solana. So, at the end of the day, it's a highly volatile asset. So trading it, trade this at your own risk, because it can turn sour pretty easy, obviously. And it's just really volatile. So just trade this at your own risk, guys. But here's the thing with it right here, right? You don't have to, all you have to do with Solana is just wait for this wave sequence to finish. Just wait for this wave sequence to finish if you want to be on the safe side, if it does something like that, and then this swing over here. So you go back to Bitcoin. Let me go to Bitcoin on the higher time frame right here. So let me clean this up for you, right? Trying to relate this to Bitcoin so it makes sense so you guys can follow along a little bit better, because it kind of depends. Bitcoin is the leader of the pack of everything here. So even though some of these assets can go up, if they're smaller cryptos, they can still go up. So Bitcoin's in that area. Don't know what it's going to do. Is it going to come down or is it going to dump to like the 18, 19? Really not too sure yet. Obviously, if it does that, that's going to affect Solana in this area and bring it back down. If it gets down to 17.5, it still has a shot to bounce off that wave, but it's a third wave. It shouldn't be doing that diagonal type move in that third wave, if that is a third wave. So it should stay above that and then get back up there. So with Bitcoin over here, and take the thing, it's going to come back down. It might get back down a little bit lower. Don't think so. And then whiz back up. And then it's going to go into a bigger correction based off this wave over here. If perhaps remember, this could go sour. This could be A, B, and then a C. But that's a massive C wave. I mean, it could have done that, guys. You have to realize that. You can't rule that out. The only way, let me go over this again. The only way you're going to have complete confirmation that this is a bullish sequence with Bitcoin is you want to see this. You have to see this. And the problem is you're sitting on the sidelines. If you're sitting on the sidelines, see 4 and then up for that 5, right? Let me put the lines on there so you can see it. Okay. And then let me put this back to micro. Okay. So that 5 and then another one behind it. Okay. I go over that again. Up to there, let's say 21.9, and it can come back down. That fourth wave usually go that area will be the first area target back down to 20, but it could come back down and make that wave about the same size as that, a little bit lower, and you have it come down as low as 19 too, guys. Okay. And then get back up into that wave. That's the only way you're going to know. And that could take, this could take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 30 days, or even 45 days until that's complete. And then you will know with this whole wave pattern right here. And then the long-term play for 2023, once this is done, and it'll probably be the second quarter of 2023, would be over here and look for that 3-wave swing. Probably not that low, probably right back down to that 4th wave area, and then get out of there would be the long-term play for Bitcoin. In the meantime, you still got them in here. It's just you're taking on more risk and shorter trades. But the same thing with Solana, guys. I'd be looking at Solana. If this away 1, 2, right? And this can't be a 1, 2. So it's got to be a 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's the third based off that highest peak on the RSI, come around for a 4th in here for a little area, might pull off that 5th, right? Making that divergence. It comes back down and it could really do a shot on this 5th, depending on what Bitcoin is going to do over here, guys. Depending on what Bitcoin is going to do over here. So it might even come down a little bit lower in that 4th too. You want to be aware of that. So it could be making something here and then way back down here again, up to there, and then actually way back down there again, and then do a thrust up is what I'd be checking out with Solana, guys. Okay. And that all depends on what Bitcoin is going to do over here, right? If this is not this bullish sequence, and this ends up being A, B, and then this whole thing ends up being the C, it should be a pretty abrupt correction over here, guys. It should be very abrupt. Okay. So you should have your answer on if this was an ABC. It should come down, especially that C wave. I would think if this is just an ABC corrective pattern up, it'll come down and probably an A, do like probably a flat type move and have a very abrupt, swift and fast C wave. Okay. If you made it all the way to the end, Do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.